There is knowledge that has been carefully guarded and kept hidden from humanity for millennia. The main reason for this concealment is to maintain a significant power difference. When only a few possess this knowledge, they can control and manipulate those who do not have access to this information. This creates a power dynamic where the majority remains ignorant while a minority exercises control. Esoteric knowledge encompasses a vast array of information, from the nature of human consciousness to the secrets of the universe. This knowledge allows those who master it to manipulate the perception and reality of the masses. Imagine a society where only a few have access to the keys to understanding and shaping reality. This gives them immense power, a power that is carefully guarded and passed on only to those deemed worthy. But why was this knowledge kept secret? One reason is that it offers a level of control over reality that can be dangerous in the wrong hands. Furthermore, it challenges many of the established beliefs and structures in society. Revealing this knowledge can destabilize these structures and fundamentally alter the way people perceive the world around them. Those who seek this knowledge face many obstacles. There is the question of the authenticity of the information. In a world where misinformation is common, it is important to be skeptical and investigate the veracity of sources. Furthermore, acquiring this knowledge is not an easy task. It requires dedication, discipline, and a deep desire to understand the hidden truths of the universe. Understanding esoteric knowledge can be a lonely journey. Often, those who seek these truths are seen as out of the ordinary or even dangerous and unwanted. However, it is this search that can lead to a true understanding of the nature of reality and the role each individual plays in it. As we delve deeper into esoteric knowledge, we begin to realize that it is not just about accumulating information. It is an internal transformation, a change in the way we perceive and interact with the world. This knowledge invites us to question our assumptions and seek a deeper understanding of existence. It is important to recognize that esoteric knowledge is not an end in itself. It is a means to achieving deeper understanding and a more meaningful life. By applying this knowledge, we can begin to see the world in a new and enriching way, freeing ourselves from ignorance and manipulation. Welcome to the Eye of the Soul channel. The revelation of the master key to the universe promises to uncover deep secrets that have the potential to free the human mind from ignorance and manipulation. This concept may seem abstract, but it is deeply practical and accessible to anyone who wishes to explore the depths of occult knowledge. The key to understanding these secrets lies in a willingness to carefully examine sources of information and maintain a healthy skepticism. The first step to free yourself is to question the origin of the information we receive. In a world saturated with data and misinformation, it is vital to be a critical investigator. Always ask yourself, where does this information come from? Who benefits from disclosing it? The truth is often hidden beneath layers of deception and manipulation, and it is up to us to uncover it. The Master Key also emphasizes the importance of an open mind. Our beliefs and biases can often blind us to truths that challenge our assumptions. Being willing to reconsider and reshape our beliefs in light of new information is an important step on the journey to mental freedom. Furthermore, the Master Key highlights the need for action. Knowledge without action is useless. To truly free ourselves from manipulation, we need to apply what we learn to our daily lives. This can mean changes to how we live, the choices we make, and how we interact with the world around us. Another important aspect of the Master Key is the continuous search for knowledge. The learning process never ends. There are always new truths to discover and new ways to expand our understanding. This relentless pursuit keeps the mind sharp and the soul engaged. The Master Key also reminds us of the importance of sharing knowledge. By enlightening others with what we learn, we can create a network of conscious individuals who are more difficult to manipulate. education, and the dissemination of knowledge are powerful forms of social transformation. The law of attraction is a popular concept that has gained prominence in recent decades, especially within the New Age movement. However, there are many misinterpretations about what this law actually entails. The true law of attraction goes beyond simple positive thinking. It involves action, intention, and a deep understanding of the natural laws that govern our universe. The law of attraction, at its core, states that our thoughts and intentions have a direct impact on the reality we experience. However, it is not enough to just think positively to attract good things. It is necessary to align our actions with our desires. If we want to change our reality, we must take concrete steps that reflect our intentions. A fundamental aspect of the law of attraction is the coherence between thought and action. For example, if someone wants financial prosperity, they must not only think about wealth, but also take practical steps to achieve it, such as investing in financial education, saving money, and seeking opportunities for professional growth. The law of attraction also emphasizes the importance of clarity of intention. It is essential to have a clear vision of what you want. Many people are unable to express their desires because they don't know exactly what they want. Clarity in defining objectives is essential to direct our energies and actions effectively. Another important point is the unshakable belief in the possibility of realizing our desires. Doubts and limiting beliefs can sabotage our efforts. Confidence in our abilities and the law of attraction process is essential. We must cultivate a positive mindset and believe that we are worthy of achieving our goals. The practice of gratitude is also fundamental within the law of attraction. By being grateful for what we already have, we create a positive vibration that attracts more good things into our lives. Gratitude puts us in a state of receptivity, allowing more abundance to flow our way. The law of attraction is interconnected with other natural laws, such as the law of cause and effect. Every action we take generates a reaction. This means it is important to act in ways that are in harmony with our desires and the highest good. Our actions should reflect our highest values and intentions. The true law of attraction teaches us that we are co-creators of our reality. By understanding and applying these natural laws, we can transform our lives in meaningful ways. The key is to align our thoughts, actions, and intentions consciously and deliberately. Understanding hidden knowledge is vital to transforming aspirations into reality. This type of knowledge, which has historically been kept secret by some, offers powerful ways to shape our life experience. With the globalization of information, we have an unprecedented opportunity to access and apply these teachings. But this requires effort and dedication. Occult knowledge is not readily available to everyone. It requires an active search and often self-teaching. Unlike superficial information, in-depth knowledge takes time to be assimilated. True personal transformation comes from the practical application of this knowledge in our daily lives. This involves studying, practicing, and integrating these teachings into our actions and decisions. One of the most important aspects of occult knowledge is its ability to empower us. He gives us the revelations to understand and influence our reality in ways that once seemed impossible. When we begin to understand natural laws and how they operate, we can use them to our advantage. This includes the law of attraction, the law of cause and effect, and others that govern our existence. The practical application of this knowledge can transform fundamental areas of our lives, including health, relationships, finances, and spiritual growth. For example, by understanding the connection between mind and body, we can improve our health through practices such as meditation, visualization, and mindful eating. Likewise, by understanding the energy dynamics in our relationships, we can create more harmonious and meaningful connections. Hidden knowledge also offers us a new perspective on the challenges we face. Instead of seeing difficulties as mere obstacles, we begin to perceive them as opportunities for growth and learning. This shift in perspective is powerful and can transform our approach to life, allowing us to face challenges with resilience and wisdom. Another important aspect is the community of knowledge seekers. Sharing and discussing these ideas with others who have similar interests can accelerate our learning and practical application. Spiritual communities and study groups can provide support, inspiration, and new insights that enrich our journey. The search for occult knowledge also teaches us the importance of intuition and perception. Often, the deepest truths are not found in books or lectures, but in our own experience and inner reflection. Developing the ability to listen and trust our intuition can more effectively guide us on our journey of self-discovery. Thus, the importance of occult knowledge lies in its ability to transform us into more conscious and capable beings. It teaches us to live more intentionally, create the reality we desire, and contribute meaningfully to the world around us. The effort required to acquire and apply this knowledge is more than rewarded by the profound changes it can bring to our lives. Consciousness and the brain play important roles in our perception and interaction with the world. Consciousness is a force that manifests itself physically in the brain and heart. Understanding this relationship is essential for anyone seeking deeper knowledge about the nature of existence and reality. Consciousness can be described as the state of being aware of yourself and your surroundings. It is through consciousness that we perceive, think, and feel. Although it is intangible, consciousness has a physical presence, especially evident in the brain, where our thoughts and emotions are processed, and in the heart, which many spiritual traditions consider a center of wisdom and intuition. The brain, in turn, is the physical organ that processes all of our conscious experiences. It is made up of billions of neurons that communicate through synapses, creating the complex networks responsible for our cognitive and emotional capabilities. Every thought, memory, and emotion we experience is a result of these neuronal interactions. Imbalances in the brain can impede true knowledge and generate apathy. For example, mental health problems such as depression and anxiety can distort our perception of reality and limit our ability to understand and apply esoteric knowledge. This is why taking care of mental health is essential for anyone seeking personal and spiritual development. The relationship between the brain and consciousness is also an area of great interest for science and philosophy. While the brain processes the information we receive, consciousness allows us to interpret and give meaning to that information. This complex interaction enables us to have rich experiences, but it can also be a source of challenges when there are imbalances or blockages. Intuition is another important aspect of consciousness. Often, our most important decisions are guided not only by logical reasoning, but also by an inner sense of knowing. This intuition can be seen as a form of consciousness that transcends rational thought, connecting us to a deeper wisdom that resides in both the brain and the heart. Cultivating full awareness, or mindfulness, can strengthen our connection with this inner wisdom. Practices such as meditation, mindfulness, and introspective reflection help us to be more present and aware in the moment, allowing us to access deeper levels of understanding and insight. A concept present in many spiritual traditions is the religious trinity, symbolizing the union of mind, spirit, and body. This union represents the totality of the human experience, integrating our thoughts, feelings, and actions. Understanding this integration can help us live in a more balanced and conscious way. The mind is responsible for thinking and processing the information we receive. It is through the mind that we make choices, solve problems, and plan the future. However, the mind does not operate in isolation. It is intimately linked to the spirit and the body, forming a unit that defines our life experience. Spirit, often associated with emotions and intuition, is the source of our feelings and motivation. It connects us to something greater than ourselves, whether that be our community, nature, or a spiritual dimension. the spirit influences our actions in ways that the rational mind does not always fully understand. It is in the spirit that we find passion, purpose, and meaning. The body, in turn, is the physical vehicle that allows us to interact with the world. It responds to the commands of the mind and the impulses of the spirit, acting in accordance with our thoughts and feelings. Keeping the body healthy is essential to ensure it can support the mind and spirit effectively. From childhood, the culture and environment around us begin to program our behavior. We are influenced by our families, schools, friends, and media. This initial programming shapes our values, beliefs, and behavior patterns. Often, these influences are so profound that we don't even realize how they affect our daily decisions and actions. Understanding human programming helps us question and, if necessary, reprogram these influences. We can begin to distinguish between the beliefs and values that truly resonate with us and those that have been externally imposed. This process of reevaluation is important for developing an authentic identity and living in accordance with our true desires and purposes. The union of mind, spirit, and body also allows us to access deeper levels of self-knowledge and personal development. When these three dimensions are aligned, we experience a sense of balance and harmony. Our actions become more effective, our thoughts clearer, and our feelings more positive. This balance is the key to a full and fulfilled life. The process of acquiring knowledge and creating the reality we desire involves three essential steps: input, processing, and output. Each of these steps plays an interesting role in the way we perceive and interact with the world around us. Understanding these steps can help us live more consciously and effectively. The first stage is input, which involves the acquisition of information. We live in an era where we are constantly bombarded with data from various sources, such as the internet, books, social media, and daily conversations. It is essential to carefully select the information we allow into our minds. Quality and relevant information is essential for a deep and true understanding. The second stage is processing, where we understand and interpret the information received. This is an internal process that involves critical analysis, reflection, and synthesis of information. This is where we transform raw data into useful knowledge. Effective processing requires an open mind and a willingness to question and reconsider our assumptions and beliefs. Deep understanding of information leads to the formation of new ideas and perspectives. During this step, it is important to allow our intuition and personal experience to guide our interpretation. Meditation and contemplation are valuable ways that can help refine our understanding process, facilitating a deeper connection with the knowledge acquired. The third stage, it is the exit, where we apply knowledge in our daily actions. Without action, knowledge remains inert and without impact. The practical application of knowledge is what really transforms our reality. This may include changing behavior, adopting new practices, and making decisions based on the new understandings gained. The input, processing, and output cycle is continuous and dynamic. As we apply knowledge, we generate new experiences that provide more information for the next learning cycle. This continuous process of learning and application is what allows us to constantly grow and evolve. Creating the reality we desire involves not only theoretical understanding, but also practical implementation. For example, if we learn about the mental health benefits of meditation, true transformation occurs when we integrate meditation practice into our daily routine. This is the point where knowledge turns into lived wisdom. Now let's talk about the hermetic principles. They are a series of philosophical teachings attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, a legendary figure who combines elements of Egyptian and Greek traditions. These principles are considered fundamental to understanding the nature of reality and the functioning of the universe. There are 7 hermetic principles that form the basis of this esoteric philosophy. The first principle is that of mentalism, which states that the all is mind, the universe is mental. This principle suggests that everything in the universe is a manifestation of the universal mind. Our own minds are an extension of this larger mind, and thus, our thoughts have the power to influence reality. Understanding this principle teaches us the importance of maintaining a positive and focused mindset. The second principle is that of correspondence, which establishes that what is above is like what is below, what is inside is like what is outside. This principle indicates that there is a direct correspondence between different planes of existence, the macrocosm representing the universe and the microcosm representing the individual. By studying one, we can understand the other, as both reflect the same universal laws. The third principle is that of vibration, which states that nothing stands still. Everything moves, everything vibrates. This principle reveals that everything in the universe is in constant motion and vibration. Different levels of vibration correspond to different states of existence, from the densest material to the most subtle spiritual. Understanding vibrations can help harmonize our own energies with those of the universe. The fourth principle is that of polarity, which states that everything is double, everything has poles, everything has its pair of opposites. This principle teaches us that all phenomena have two opposing sides that are actually the same thing to varying degrees. For example, hot and cold are just opposite extremes of temperature. Recognizing polarity helps us find balance and move through the extremes of life. The fifth principle is that of rhythm, which establishes that everything has ebb and flow, everything has its tides, everything rises and falls. This principle recognizes that the universe operates in cycles and rhythms. Understanding these rhythms allows us to anticipate changes and adapt to them rather than resisting them. This knowledge is vital to living in harmony with natural laws. The sixth principle is that of cause and effect, which states that every cause has its effect, every effect has its cause. This principle emphasizes that nothing happens by chance. Every action has a corresponding reaction. Understanding this law helps us to be more aware of our actions and their consequences, allowing us to shape our lives more deliberately. The seventh and final hermetic principle is that of gender, which states that gender is in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. This principle does not just refer to physical gender, but to the presence of masculine and feminine qualities in all things. The balance between these energies is essential for creating and maintaining harmony in the universe. However, we still have the generative principle of natural law. It highlights the importance of care and focused intention to generate desired results in life. This principle is essential to manifestation and creation, as it emphasizes that where we place our attention and energy, we see growth and fulfillment. Care in the context of the generative principle refers to more than just passive concern. It involves a deep emotional and mental commitment to our goals and aspirations. It is an investment of our vital energy in what we truly value and want to see manifested in our lives. This principle reminds us that our dreams and goals require ongoing nourishment. Focus is another important component of this principle. In a world full of distractions, staying focused on our goals can be challenging. However, it is only through focused attention that we can direct our energies effectively. The generative principle encourages us to eliminate distractions and focus our efforts on activities that bring us closer to our dreams. Clear intention is fundamental to the effective application of the generative principle. Knowing exactly what we want to achieve allows us to direct our actions in a coordinated and effective way. This clarity of purpose not only keeps us on track, but also attracts the opportunities and resources needed to achieve our goals. Action is the practical manifestation of care and focus. The generative principle teaches us that desire and intention alone are not enough. It is necessary to act consistently and persistently to turn our dreams into reality. Every small action, when done with intention and care, contributes to overall progress toward our goals. Resilience is an essential quality in the context of the generative principle. Even with care and focus, we will face challenges and obstacles. The ability to persevere, learn from failures, and keep moving forward is what distinguishes those who eventually achieve their dreams from those who give up. Resilience means maintaining faith in our goals, even in the face of adversity. The generative principle also highlights the importance of evaluating and adjusting our actions as necessary. As we move toward our goals, it's essential to reflect on what's working and what's not. This ongoing self-assessment allows us to make the necessary adjustments to maintain progress and maximize our results. This principle also reminds us of the interconnectedness of all things. Our actions do not occur in a vacuum. They influence and are influenced by others. By cultivating a supportive and collaborative environment, we can multiply our efforts and achieve even greater results. Caring for our relationships and the impact of our actions on the community is a natural extension of this principle. When you get this far, it's natural to feel a mix of excitement and curiosity about how to apply these new ideas and insights into your daily life. This is an invitation to continue this search, expanding your understanding and integrating these concepts into your routine. Regular practice and reflection are essential to internalizing and living these principles authentically. The search for truth is a personal and ongoing journey. Constantly question your assumptions, seek new information, and be open to changing your opinion in light of new evidence. This attitude of curiosity and openness is fundamental to personal and spiritual growth. Esoteric knowledge evolves with you as you explore new dimensions of understanding. Furthermore, it is important to remember that action based on knowledge is what really transforms reality. Every small action you take, when aligned with your values and intentions, contributes to creating a fuller, more meaningful life. Stay focused on your goals and use the knowledge you gain to make conscious and deliberate decisions. This is a sign to connect with others who are on a similar journey. Share your experiences in the comments and interact with others so we can exchange new perspectives and valuable insights.